Well, hello guys, welcome back to Lokean Gaming. I don't think I ever had you in this before. I could never get it to run with my recording equipment running, and it's still not running all that well. But it's one of the games that Apollo likes to come into, so I thought I would bring you into VR Archery. And right now I'm just doing a little warm-up, because sometimes I'm really off, so I like to come in here and warm up. And sometimes I'm really good in the warm-up, and sometimes I'm really terrible. And sometimes some of the stuff I'm hitting is not what I aimed at, but at least I'm hitting something. So, as you can see, this is an archery game. And it's really easy to kind of hit everything but what you're aiming at. But what we can do here is we can go to different places. And they have updated this, because if I hit that sign again, that's new. So we're going to go to where I really love to go to is the jungle, but I also love the factory. I'm really off lately, but we're going to take you to the factory. I wanted to do something nice for Lord Apollo. And I just thought maybe you would enjoy getting to do this. Okay, that means I messed up somehow. But then that means we can do what we usually do, which is to take target practice of some of this stuff. My aim's been off lately, so I apologize. This is not going to be the most entertaining video, maybe. But I like to bring Apollo in here, and it gives me a good workout for the upper arms. And it helps me to try to pay attention and try to keep on task, which is why he has me come in here and do this. Okay, my music's going in and out on me. I guess it's happening to you guys too. This game's been a little buggy lately to begin with, and I don't think it likes my recording equipment. So somebody brought it to my attention that people are blaming Apollo for the plague that we're currently going through, which is nonsense. It's nothing Apollo or any other god did, but I would damn it, missed it. I would expect you guys to know at least. It's nothing any of the gods did to us. And, you know, I have even seen his priestesses do that, which surprised the hell out of me, because if anybody knows whether or not he would do something, you would expect a priestess who claims to serve him and know his will to, you know, be on Apollo's side. And at first I didn't say anything, and then I went to Apollo. I looked at him and I said, you know, I didn't mean any disrespect, but was he telling his priestesses anything he wasn't telling anyone else? If you've ever worked with Apollo, you're aware of that death stare he can give you. Of the fact that he could do something to you because he is a strong and powerful god, but he won't, and he's just profoundly disappointed because he taught you better. Yeah, I got that. See, I'm not really good today. I'm not a crack shot by any means, but I'm really off. I was really weak in practice this morning, too. And, you know, he forgave me. He said, I can see why you would ask that question if even my own priestesses are going around saying it, but no. Apollo did not start this. I mean, for one, it started in China. And although it is true the Greeks imported Apollo, I'm guessing China wasn't his origin place. And it's just, you know, it's a thing of blaming the gods for things we do. And before we get all high and mighty, Loki would have me add that, you know, if you've been to the International Food Aisle, you too live the same kind of lifestyle. And we all import, you know, eat imported food all the time, but usually there are safety guidelines, and usually thank the gods, you know, we have cleanliness standards, and they are aware of what's out there, and they do the best they can. Yeah. But every so often you're going to have something like this happen. I'm hitting my microphone, so it's making this even harder, but damn it, I hate when I start missing stuff. It's not the fault of the god, it's a human-caused problem. And you know, we all live the same kind of lifestyle. We've all been to the international foods aisle. We all like our cheese from Ireland and our imported pasta that was made in Italy and all of our other stuff. And you know, this just happened to be one of those things that can arise from that. That is why if you ever import stuff and it comes through customs, at least here in the US, you will get a frightening mail. Even though like for example, I used to like to import Japanese soup, and they sold it at one time on Amazon. And, you know, it was fine, right? Well, I placed an order for that soup, and I ordered some tanuki soup too. And because there is like the tiniest minuscule bit of pork in the tanuki soup, the customs seized that and they destroyed it. And long-time viewers will remember the threatening letter I got. So, you know, we all live that kind of lifestyle. And I didn't set out to hurt anyone. I didn't even know that it was something we could not import. I called my mail post mistress freaking out, and she says, well, how would you know? And she says, it's one of those things that they added. And she said, it's not, you know, it should be the seller's responsibility to be aware that that can't be imported to a certain country. So it wasn't anything I set out to do wrong, but that's just an example of how easily stuff can start. And to get back to Apollo, now my hands are sticky. It's really irresponsible to blame the gods for something we set up just being human. And, you know, this is nothing you can get mad at people for, because they just wanted to do the things we all take for granted, like having the foods that they like and living the kind of lifestyle they were accustomed to. I think I got everything. So it wasn't a thing where it was anybody's fault per se, but it was one of those unfortunate things that happens. And so I just, you know, I was going to make a video for Apollo. I kept trying and it just kept going from bad to worse. The first attempt, I should have left the first attempt, is what I should have done. But I kept trying to finesse it. You know what a perfectionist I am. I kept messing it up, and finally said to Apollo, I said, I'm sorry, I can't make you anything. I said, but would you like to go do some archery? And he's like, yeah, he'd like to go do some archery. So, you know, he said, it's a shame you can't record this. I apologize if we brought this to you before, but I think everybody's brains are a little frazzled right now. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Apollo is not a god you have to be, you know, frightened of or wary of. He's certainly not a god that did this. Damn unicorn's still alive. I know what that sounds like. And now it's a trick shot. There we go, got it. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Apollo was actually like, well, if you could, would you record that? I'm making sure I got everything. I know the game ended a while ago, but I like to come in here and just shoot at everything, and helps me get the angries out someday. And I will give you guys the link over. This is indeed on the roof. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. And again, guys, Apollo's nobody to be, you know, afraid of. He certainly isn't releasing plague arrows on people. And he had given me the molten death stare, which I fully earned, but he said he didn't blame me when even his own priestesses were accusing him. That's why we shouldn't take our lore too literally, because then stuff like this happens and they're blaming Apollo. And, you know, in one way you can't hurt a god, but you're also costing that god precious time to get people to work with them to try to combat this virus. So it's totally okay if Apollo's approaching you. He's safe to work with. He did not cause this. You will, you know, you will not be harming anybody. You'll be helping people is what you'll be doing. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.